Hi, I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, February the 3rd. Well, the grain and oilseed markets, they struggled to get going this week. However, we did see some intraday strength, but they just couldn't break out and move higher. Corn spent most of its week in negative territory, and wheat saw some strength early in the week just to give it back by the end of the week. The oilseed markets, well, they fared a little better, holding on to their gains and finished the week in positive territory. Our March canola contract was up $23.90 a ton, and it closed out at $831.60. The canola was the strong one this week, up on profit taking after last week's pullback. However, lower palm and soybean oil did limit that gain. The March soybean contract, well, it was up this week as well. It was up 22 cents a bushel. It closed at $15.32. The March corn was down. It was down a nickel. It's down 5 cents to close at $6.78. The March oat contract, well, it lost 4 cents over the week and closed at $3.84. And the March Minneapolis spring wheat contract, well, it was unchanged over the week and closed at $9.22. The wheat, well, it did start the week out higher on fears of that cold Arctic vortex, which reached down into the U.S. plains that would damage their wheat crop. However, as temperatures started to warm up again, prices did slip back. U.S. exports do remain weak and behind the pace needed to reach their export forecast. As well, Egypt purchased wheat from Russia again this week on their latest tender, which also weighed on prices. Our Canadian dollar this week, it slipped lower. It was down a half a cent. It was down 52 basis points and closed at 74.66. The crude oil contract, well, it was down pretty hard again this week. It lost $6.28 a barrel and closed at 73.40. And for next week, well, next week we do have a Stats Canada report on the grain stocks as of December 31st. This will give us the disappearance to date, as well as just how much is left to market, which should give us a picture of what that July 31st ending stocks could look like. This week, the canola did manage to get up into that 820 to 830 area that we were looking for. So next week, we're going to look for canola to continue just to trade in that range between 820 and 830. And for spring wheat, well, we'll look for prices to hang on in this 920 area of support and to work its way back towards that 930 and possibly 940. I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, February the 3rd.